Hello, my name is William Heyman. I'm the manager here at the NSRA shop at Bisley, and welcome to another one of our short product videos where today we're going to be looking at the Walther KK500 series of rifles. We're going to do a quick overview of the range and then we're going to look at one of them in a little bit more in depth. So starting from the top then, the Walther KK500 Alutech is the flagship or the standard rifle, if you like, from Walther. So this is their latest rifle, their latest three-position and prone rifle in their aluminium chassis. They've done some very clever things in terms of the action. Needless to say, they're a very accurate gun, so they're high-quality barrels. But they've done some very clever things in terms of the action, which we'll look at a little bit more in depth in a minute, and in terms of the adjustment on the back end. But going down then, let's just look at some of the differences between the three different models. So the Walther KK500 Ultralight, as it's called. As the name implies, it's their lightweight gun, so particularly suitable for juniors, women, smaller shooters. And it's a weight reduction in total of 500 grams, so half kilo. The barrel is thinner and shorter, so whereas this is a 690mm, this is a 650mm barrel. They've also obviously gone for a different color scheme, which is the black anodized with gray and red. You also get some different equipment, some higher end sights with the ultralight, which we can talk about as well when we go in a bit more in depth. Coming down then to the KK500 Anatomic. So this is the laminate wood stock now. So some people prefer a laminate wood stock. It's got a slightly different profile, so it's a bit thicker here in the fore end, so it's going to suit some shooters better. You do lose some of the adjustment on the back end here that you get with the ultralight and the Alutech, because obviously it's wood and you can't achieve the same thing there on the back end. But the profile and the shape is slightly different, and that's going to suit some shooters better. Right then, so we've got the KK500 Ultralight down off of the wall, and we're going to go and talk a bit more in depth about some of the equipment you get with the gun and some of the bits and pieces that are on here. So starting from the front end, you've got a sightline extension tube on the front end. This is increasingly becoming a standard feature now on top-end guns, particularly useful for prone, for keeping the foresight and the target in clear relief and extending the sightline between the rear and foresights. It's easily removable with a couple of grub screws under here, and it locates into place, so you can't get it in the wrong place. We'll also note while we're at the front here that you've got, with the rifle, you get two sight risers. So for your standing position or kneeling position, you've got more or less all the risers you're probably going to need. Okay, next then we'll talk about the fore end. This is adjustable in a multitude of ways. I'll quickly flip this over. So we can see that we've got so you can see you've got the height adjustment on there, as well as pivot and pitch of the whole thing as well. So you've got all the adjustment you're going to need on your fore end. Okay, next along then, the pistol grip. I've already loosened it. You've got the ability to drop and raise the pistol grip, as well as cant and moving any degree of angle there. And of course, the trigger blade is also very adjustable. You can go forwards, backwards, up and down on that, as well as pivot the actual blade itself. That's just the trigger positioning. Of course, the trigger unit itself has a large degree of adjustment there as well, so you can raise or lower the trigger weight, first stage, second stage. That is, as you'd probably expect, a highly adjustable trigger. Okay, onto the cheek piece then. And the first thing to say about the cheek piece and the butt here is that they're very quickly removable. For finals, it's very essential that you get your quick changeover. So if you have the luxury of 3 cheek pieces or 3 butt plates, you can get that out and in seconds. Moving on to the adjustment then. You do actually have to remove a series of bolts to adjust the cheek piece, hence why it might be a very good idea to have spares. if you're that level of shooter. But you've got the ability, of course, to move this forwards and backwards, lateral offset as well. So you've got everything you need there. Okay then, and so onto the butt. Once again, you've got the quick release system, so you can get that straight out in a second. We've got here the pitch, so you can adjust that up and down there. On the back end then, we've got this rod style of design. So this really allows a lot of flexibility, because it means that not only can you move the whole butt plate up on these the main plate here, but you've got the rod which slides through the centerpiece, and then on which you can position the top and bottom piece. And those can be pivoted individually to suit the exact profile of the shoulder. So you can shorten and lengthen the entire profile of the butt plate. So that's a very nice design there. Okay then, onto the sights. Now, with all the Walther KK500s, you get a sight included with the package. On the ultralight, you get a nice little upgrade, which is that you get the spy sight. This is a 400 odd pound rear sight, so it's a nice little upgrade over and above the standard Walther rear sight unit. Now, the spy has been a very popular unit in international competitions for several years now, and it is a very nice sight unit. All aluminium. It's an ambidextrous, so you can't see, but it's got the windage here on the right. It's also got a knob for it on the left, as well as a very nice big elevation knob on the top. And the whole sight is a very small little unit. It's very compact, very well made. Now, as per pretty much every rear sight, you just get a standard fixed peep iris at the back here. But we do have available the Centra 1.8 tiny iris, which is probably an essential upgrade for the Centra sight. So there is a specifically designed adjustable rear sight iris, which features an adjustable diopter, as well as a color filter. So that is a suggested upgrade, which we have available here at the shop. Okay, next then, let's talk about the handstop. With all the KK500s, you get the very nice Mech Centra handstop. It's an all aluminium and stainless steel affair. You've got two locations which you can locate the sling swivel, here and here. Okay, so that gives you the instant adjustability. It's a quick release swivel, so you can just move the handstop up and down the rail very quickly. I don't know if you can see this, but you have the ability to cant or rotate the whole handstop here by -3 to +3 degrees. And this, the main shaft of the handstop here can actually be adjusted so it actually tilts forwards or backwards. It's a very nice little feature, more adjustable than most handstops, and it's just a very well-made unit. There we have it then. That's the KK500 Ultralight. So it's a very complete package. Things we haven't mentioned: you get a set of Allen keys, you get a pull-through with the rifle. It comes in a very nice black hard case, a pretty robust, pretty strong, good hard case. So it's a very complete package, very nice rifle, a nice little upgrade over and above the Alutech, which is itself a very well-spec'd rifle. For more information on this or any of our other rifles, give us a call on 01483 485 511, or have a look at www.nsrashop.co.uk. Thank you very much.